Now, isn't that a nice way to start a video? Hi, it's me, Sheila. Sheila van der Valk. I live in the Netherlands and this is my channel, Cozy Ceramic Sheila. I got a request and she said, Sheila, can you make this a tutorial of this candle holder? And she saw this candle holder in my latest video, new glazed pieces, and I said, yes, of course I can make a tutorial. So I did. I made a second one, and that is this one. I filmed the whole work in progress, and that is this tutorial. So let's get started. I'm going to set up my work table. My tool trolley. And my workboard. And for that I use two clamps to fasten it properly. Have a look what I need for this project. That is this, this, sponge, water, sculptors. Next to me. Dit is mijn phone stand and the lamp. And this is my work table. I rolled out a slab for the handle. It is a half a centimeter thick. And this will be the handle, and I shall give it a nice texture. And make the sharp edges round, and then like so. So I will keep this under plastic so that it stays damp. Then I rolled out this piece for the cylinder for the candlestick. It's wider than the candlestick because of the shrinkage. So die beveled edges, score and slip. Put slip on. And then paste it together. I shall put a little coil in here to make the seam blend in. Make it a bit wet with water. It's all nice and smooth on the outside and the inside. And this one I will keep under plastic too. Then I go for the circle. I rolled out a slab about a half centimeter thick. And to get me that circle, I put a bowl on it. And I have some tape on it to lift it up easily. So I put that on the slab. And I cut that out. I was filming that, but somehow it didn't work. So I have to show you it this way. Then I lift it up on the tape. And then the circle is here. Now I'm going for the rim. To know what length I need, I am going to measure this. I need a strip of clay from a little bit more than 43 centimeters. Okay, I have to roll me a slab to get that rim. In the meantime, I will put this in plastic to keep it damp. So now I have 3 pieces: the circle, the cylinder and the handle. Is a little less than half a centimeter. That is here. No. 43 centimeters. Now let's see how the rim fits on the circle. First, I'm going to put the circle on a piece of newspaper, or you can use cardboard, so that I can easily move it around. Let's see how this fits. I have to cut some off. Better too long than too short. Like so. This can go away. This can go away. And this we can put together with score and slip. This clay is very fresh, so I'm not going to use a coil. So the ring is made. Then I'm going to score this edge. And I'm going to score this edge. Then I will slip the scored edges. Then I will put them together. I will push this in a bit so that I can get this edge facing in. Push this in. Where the rim meets the bottom, I will put a coil in and blend that in so that we get one piece. Put it in. Put it in. I shall make it a bit wet first. Just water. Just a little bit of a score. And then put it in. So that coil is in, and then make it all nice, smooth, blend in. Put my hand here so that I have a press against. And then go round and round and round till it is nice and one piece. And that takes a while. So a little bit more water. And then I'm going to use my fingers to blend it in some more. While doing that, I get that round form on the outside. That is nice and neat. Now I'm going to flip this over to make this edge on the bottom nice and neat. I have a piece of wood, and then I'm going to flip this over. Okay. This clay is so fresh that the bottom does this, so I will not do this too long, and then I will put it back on the bottom. But I want to have this seam sealed on the outside. And when it sits overnight under plastic, and then the next day I can write my name on the bottom. It is now way too soft. Way too soft. So this is a project that needs 2 days to let it firm up properly so that it is safe enough to go further with it. And then tomorrow I can trim this off too, so that this gets a nice smooth rim or foot. Okay, put it back on the bottom. So, okay. So tomorrow I will go further with this. I will trim the bottom, and then I will put the candlestick holder in, and then I will put the handle on. So I will keep this in plastic so that it stays nice. So to give you an idea, like so. So tomorrow we go further with it. Now let's have a look how things came out during the night. This feels, yeah, a lot more stiffened up. And this is very flexible still, which is good. And I flip this over now. I can do that way more easier. And this is not bending in, it stays. So that's good. It is time to trim. Time to trim. So I'm going to score and slip the cylinder and the dish. I will mark it. So I scored this and inside the whole circle, because later I will put a piece of clay so that it is good attached. Time to slip. Let's have a look where I attach the handle. That is this point and here. So see that it is in the middle as good as. Yeah, that is the middle. Press it on. Put a piece of clay in here. Okay. Yeah, that can go in. The inside was already scored. Put a little bit more slip in. So, and here. So, work it up. And then make it nice and neat. And then the cylinder is attached properly. Make this nice and neat. It would be handier to have this on a turntable, but I don't want to get up. But I have to, because that's easier. That's better. I'm now blending in that seam. So now make that nice and neat. Then the handle. I shall make the candle holder exactly like this one. So I will make a decoration in the middle, in the handle. And there where it is attached, I will put a little decoration, a little bow, and I will make a stamp in there, and a little bow here where I make a stamp in. So I will give this a decoration in the middle, and I will do that with the back of my brush. By pressing that in. So one more press. And then like so and so. Here it is just firm enough to do this, and then I can still move this, which is good because then I can have it in the shape that I want. So let's see, I have to score here and here. I show it on the other side. I have to score here and here. I'll put this so. I will put that on its side. It already has that curve. Okay. Give it a good score. Good score. Then this comes here. Give this a good score. Okay, then yeah, so, and on the inside, so that is here. For me, that is the most difficult part of the whole project, because you have to have it nice and neat and not a handle that stays in an angle. That sits in an angle. Okay, attach it. One, two, and then wiggle. Now look at it from another side. Yeah, that is okay. And this I can form still, which is good, because that is exactly the way I want it. That I still can adjust form. I cannot leave this handle alone yet because it goes its own way. It's a bit sloppy, but it will firm up soon. So this hand build project is not finished in a short time. You have to take your time for it. Which is okay by me because this is relaxing to do. Very relaxing. Make it nice, curved. Yeah. When the handle is on, it comes alive. In the meantime, I'm going to clean this slip up. The handle is firming up, it's still sloppy, but not as sloppy. I will make two balls, little balls, to press that in those points where you can see the attachment. So a bit of fresh clay. Score that point. Press that in. Make it thin so that the ball not hangs in this circle, because the candle comes in here and may not interfere with the, otherwise the candle can go in an angle. So this ball has to yeah, be flattened a bit, like so, and then I can give this a small decoration. Clean this up. Like so. Clean this up. The decoration. Like so. Then the other one, that is more difficult because the handle is in the way, but let's see how that goes. Let me think, something shorter. There's my needle pin again. I can press that in the center, so, and then those two decorations, small decorations. So the candlestick holder is finished. I hope you liked this video. If so, give me a thumb up, leave me a comment. I like comments. I always answer them back. And see you in my next video. Bye!